Hey fam, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there is having a good Monday, y'all. Mine started bright and early, 4:30 a.m. Had a nightmare of a mass shooting, y'all. I get that a lot at my old high school. I don't know what it is. He always comes after me. Woke me up at 4:30, couldn't go back to sleep, drank some coffee, watered my grass, went to work, and now here we are. Made that bad morning turn it into a good day. But anyways, y'all, we're back another reaction. I just want to thank you guys for all the love you've been showing. Last month was a tough month with the YouTube grind, but we're getting back into the algorithm and I'm loving it, having fun. And I just want to thank you guys for all supporting me and all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys and all my day ones that stuck with me through that rough patch. Salute, y'all. Hey, let's get into the reaction.
Are the five families still going? And are they still as active as they used to be? Or
not the same. The golden
You don't really
years-
hear much about the mafia anymore.
You don't.
Is that deliberate? That they understood if you put your head above the parapet Lotti, it's just a recipe
Absolutely.
for disaster.
It's deliberate in that regard, and because they're not as active as we once were. The golden years of that life, if you want to call it that, from the early 50s, late 40s, early 50s to the mid 80s, when they started killing everybody off with the Racketeering Act. But before that, that's when we had a lot of power and a lot of control. After that, things changed.
When you try and book a table in a restaurant in Brooklyn, what happens?
Now, I don't have any trouble.
You use your own name? You get a good table? I bet you do. Interestingly, Rudy Giuliani.
You probably don't need my help, but if you ever do, just let me know.
Ounces of water a day that will drown you, and it will flush out all of your minerals, and it will flush out all of your amino acids. So make sure that you're not drinking a gallon of water a day, even if you're dehydrated. The less you're supposed to drink is probably around, I say 32 ounces. The most you're supposed to drink is up to 50 ounces, especially if you're drinking juices, because it's super hydrative. So you don't have to drink your juices like that. Now, if you are drinking some type of spring water, don't drink no 64 ounces a day. Stay around that 50 ounce area, at the lowest 32 ounces, y'all. Because, a lot of people get edemia, you get very edemic from it. And again, it literally flushes out all of your minerals. So make sure that we're not drinking too much water. Water is H2O. It's very toxic when you drink it in large quantities. And that's the reason why they do not give it to babies. And they tell you don't give it to babies unless your baby is 6 months to a year old, because they know the toxemia of water and how it flushes out and how it imbalances the electrolyte spectrum inside the body.
I don't know if I agree with that. I live in 105-degree weather. I get thirsty. I'm outside running, working out. I get thirsty, y'all. Take that with a grain of salt. Everything's bad for us. Now the damn water is bad for us. Too much water is bad for us.
I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this. What on earth is going on? That is insane. Meanwhile, in America, it looks like this.
True. Bus stations in Arizona too.
While we have 7, 8, 9-year-old kids going to school for 6 to 8 hours a day, stuck in a classroom, sitting in a chair, being groomed to just be another worker for somebody else, and then the teachers have the audacity to send home homework at the end of the day. If you can't get done what you need to get done within the school day, it should not come home with my children. Parents and siblings only get a finite amount of time to spend with their children each day when they get home. And there's more to life than just schoolwork. You've got extracurricular activities, you've got sports, you've got church events. And the last thing my elementary kids need is to spend 8 hours in a classroom and then come home and have to do more schoolwork.
I 100% agree. I would have been a straight A student if it wasn't from homework. Y'all, I ain't coming home to do homework. I'm going outside to play. It's crazy what they make you come home and do. You do fly an airplane. It does look like a computer grid, right? I saw it when I flew I've only flown once. When I flew, I was like, this looks like a inside of a computer. flew at night
Did
too.
you guys get that little news clip from President Biden when he was in Texas referring to the roofs?
These areas that are burned to the ground, you'll see in the midst of 20 homes that are just totally destroyed, one home sitting there because it had the right roof on it.
There's like a sheriff in the background who just kind of did like one of these like...
Why would he even say anything like that?
I don't know.
Why would you say anything about roofs?
Maybe Joe Biden watches our podcast.
Joe, thank
Joe.
you. He was probably our 1 million subscriber.
Playing devil's advocate, though, what else could that possibly mean?
I don't know. Maybe they have
Flame
home designs.
retarded?
Yeah,
Oh,
that is like fireproof.
Fireproof. Kirk Cameron's house.
Cameron.
Thank
that.
God.
He is fireproof.
Yes, he is.
I thought that was weird.
And by the way, if you notice you fly over in a helicopter, those places with roofs, they didn't burn. It's the right material. Yeah. So we got to change that. Anyway. We're going to put some trees.
Tell me about the Dollar General.
Advertised price versus what they put in what you get at the cash register. So they'll have an advertised price to $5.99 for whatever, and then you'll go pay for it, and then your total will be higher than what you think it's going to be.
So that's been going around since the beginning of COVID. People have been making videos that the shelf says this much, but when they check out, the checkout cost is higher, right? So if you have gone through Walmart for an hour and done all your grocery shopping, you've got a huge cart, you're not going to pay attention to it. And that's been going around for a while.
Because I'm having problems stitching videos. So this gentleman posted that the Petco in his area takes out the old dog beds, slices them, and tosses them out. Now, here's an idea, because I don't know if they do this at my local Petco, and now I'm curious to find out, but I know how to sew. And so if you know how to sew, and you see this, and you're willing to do the hard work, take them out of the trash, right? Fix them, clean them, and then donate them. Have a good day.
All right, on that video, I couldn't find that video. I saw it on my phone and I was looking all over for it. That was the closest thing I can get to that. That dude was going in back of the dumpsters at a Petco, and they had all the dog beds ripped up, right? Now, I saw on TikTok, right, people going behind box stores and finding brand new things that they throw away, right? Now I did it, right? But when I went in the back of a shoe store and they had some brand new Vans in there, but what they write on there, they write with a Sharpie, trash all over it, scribble all over it. Clothes are ripped with knives, ripped. And, that's what these big corporations do. They don't want people to like what I was going to do. I was going to resell it, right? I was selling on eBay and Mercari, so I was going to resell it, but they don't allow that. Not even donate it. Like, at least donate it before you do that, right? But that's corporate greed.
Y'all want to know why oil companies are so rich? Let's say oil is $80 a barrel. That's 500 barrel tank. Every time that tank fills up, 40,000. There's one behind it on that side, 80,000. 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 320,000. Every time these tanks fill up, $320,000.
No, his dad, I didn't know this.
Oh yeah, his
dad was pardoned by Rabbi Bill Clinton.
I talked to him about that.
Did you?
Yeah, it's on, because you know what his last name is?
What?
I forget what it is. What's those people who live in the woods, those Jewish people?
I don't know who's that.
The Jewish ones?
That live in the woods?
Yeah. The ones with the house.
Wait.
I'm blanking on his name.
Do you have any other details of this?
No, it's those Jewish
somebody
with
sleeping
the nose
right
in
there?
the woods.
Using ethno, whether it's people different from me, nationalism, populism, is a very dangerous threat to democracy, not just in America, where we're seeing it play out, but in the whole world. In the context of a fight between democracy and autocracy, not mine, but the version of populism, ethno-nationalist populism, which tries to bring down education and fake news, the media, which is a protector of democracy, that version is contributing in countries other than our country and is a danger to democracy. We think democracy is on the ballot in America. It's a victory that we must win. because it will only make matters worse if they have another stay at what they're doing to the courts in our country, the fear that they're instilling in jurists in our country, the suppression of the vote in our country, the role of their big, dark, rich, billionaire donors who don't want to pay taxes, suffocating the airways from the fossil fuel industry and the gun industry and the rest of that. So money and populism, sadly, have gone together with this ethno-nationalist, what they call elite, which we call education, free press, and the rest. So I urge you to think in terms of the word. It says it's a threat. You're going to deny that it's a threat to democracy in the versions that have emerged in America so clearly? And why does everybody here say to me, what happens if he gets elected? Well, you can't let that happen, because for us, this election is Washington crossing the Delaware.
A few
Why are they
moments
so
later.
scared?
You may be thinking now that Trump is a populist. You are right. He didn't accept the 2020 elections, and he should have. So should Hillary in 2016, so should Brussels, and so should Westminster in 2016, and so too should Congresswoman Pelosi, instead of saying the 2016 election was, quote, hijacked. Quote, hijacked.
That's crazy.
Thank you.
Point. There's your point.
The fact is,
the CEO of Bank of America, not a small bank, said they don't want cash, they want an all-digital future. Here's the CEO of Bank of America.
We want a cashless society. It costs us $5 billion for checks and cash to move around our company.
You want a cashless society?
We have more to gain than anybody in a sense from a pure operating cost. So we're driving it, and the cost will come down, and everything's happening, and the costs are already very low. It's very efficient, very little fraud when you actually look at the volumes going through.
Compare our food from the 1930s to today's modern-day food environment. These key facts I'm about to share are the exact reason why it was rare to find unhealthy, overweight people in the 1930s. In the 1930s, it was very rare to eat out. It was typically known as a treat. Portions were a lot smaller opposed to today. And there wasn't much snacking. If there was, it'd be on fresh fruits or homemade goods. And healthier food was less expensive than unhealthier food. Compared to today, eating out is a lot more common. It's essentially an everyday thing for most people. Fruits and vegetables are not a common thing for snacking. When we snack, it's typically on processed foods like you see above. Food is much more fattening, less wholesome, and more available. And unhealthy food is much easier to access than healthier food. It's easy to say our modern day food environment is literally making us unhealthy. Follow me for more health tips and some ways that you can fight this uphill battle that we're all facing in today's modern food environment. And always remember, health is your real wealth.
We expose the dark side of Spencer's, a retail store you can find at your local mall. You won't believe the types of items they have available to your children.
Parents and children, this is in your local mall. This is demonic love spells, Book of Magic. This is pretty much a witchcraft store. Look at this. The House of Tarot, incense, the spirit of death. This ain't no difference than going to the witchcraft store. And this is in the mall at Spencer's. So any little kid can come here. Look at this. Divine Smudge and Stone Wellness Kit. This is not going to do anything for you. You're going to welcome demons into your home, thinking that you're super spiritual. Now you got a whole bunch of sleep paralysis. Don't do this. If you have a dream catcher in your car, in your house, wherever it is, get rid of it. When you believe that this dumb object can protect you in your dreams, you're putting your trust in a circle with feathers rather than in the one who gives you dreams. It goes against the first commandment that you should put no other God before him. That's what makes it demonic. It's you saying, God, I don't need your protection. It allows demons to actually attack you in your dreams and cause sleep paralysis. Parents and children, this is in your local mall. Children, if you're listening to me, the young ones, it's dumb, it's demonic, it allows demons in your life. Don't do none of it. We don't need that. We got Jesus Christ, Jesus gang.
I haven't been to Spencer's in a while, but hey, when I was little, 7th, 8th grade, get dropped off at the mall, Spencer's was the first stop, y'all. All those glow-in-the-dark things. We got the best store in the mall, right? I haven't been. Next time I'm at the mall, I'm going to check out Spencer's and see what it's all about.
This guy shares why secular music can be demonic.
Now, I'm going to give you another example. I can remember my mom, and and probably some of you out there or your parents will say, "Oh, well, I don't listen to all those crazy people like Jimi Hendrix and the Doors and or AC/DC or whoever, Alice Cooper, or Iron Maiden. I don't listen to that kind of bad music." What about Barry Manilow? Oh, he was a good guy. That was pop. That was not rock. Barry Manilow. And I'm not going to get into his personal orientation on life right now, but he did come out of the closet a few years ago. But let me show you the lyrics to one of his songs. It's a song that every one of us have probably heard. The song is called I Sing the Songs That Make the Whole World Sing. Let the lyrics come up there so you can see them. I've been alive forever, and I wrote the very first song. I put the words and the melodies together. I am music, and I write the songs. I write the songs that make the whole world sing. I write the songs of love and special things. I write the songs that make the young girls cry. I write the songs, I write the songs. My home lies
Devil sounds like
within you, and I've got my own place in your soul. Now when I look out through your eyes, I am young again, even though I'm very old. Oh, my music makes you dance and gives you spirit to take a chance. And I wrote some rock and roll so you can move. Music fills your heart. Well, that's a fine place to start. It's from me, it's for you. It's from you, it's for me. It's a worldwide symphony. I write the songs. That was Satan speaking.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Through Barry Manilow. And we don't realize, well, I do now. Sometimes I'll hear a song on the radio, and it's like all the words will come back in my mind, and I'm like, what is that doing there? And God's like, Eric, you set that in front of your eyes. And I'm like, Lord, I repent for listening to those songs. Blot them out. Erase those lyrics from my mind and my heart, because it changes us.
You know what's amazing is you think of these are words, right? Help me hide your words in my heart that I might not sin against you, right? Digest these words, put them in your brain, put them in your mind, so that when you do come up with that confrontation, that you've got something to stand on. And this is the devil's version of that.
If you want to keep your mind on the things of God, then follow my channel right now for daily kingdom content.
Now, I'm just finding myself listening to music less and less. When I'm in the car, usually it's silent, or y'all, like, usually. Sometimes I might turn it on, listen to like the old school hip hop channel, right? But usually it's pretty quiet. When I shower, I used to always have music playing. If anything, I'll put a YouTube clip up, something that I enjoy watching on YouTube, some people cooking or something, right, while I take a shower, something positive, right? I'm less and less not listening to music no more. It's you know, I've said this before, I don't know if it's me getting wiser or just older, or I have no idea, but the music is just not doing it for me no more.
Whenever God is mentioned at the Grammys, or God is mentioned at the Oscars, or football games, basketball games, or when you get $100 million contract, I want to just thank God, because without God and my mom and my family, I mean, it's kind of it. They don't talk about God no other time publicly other than a big moment happening. And yet, people are worshiping the devil publicly all year long. The whole music video had devil worshiping in it. Y'all see this. Y'all see what's going on. So at the end of the day, man, I just had to really realize, like, wow, man, Denzel Washington does not do an interview on a red carpet or a sit-down interview. He does not do any interviews without at some point transitioning into talking about the goodness of God.
Boeing whistleblower Joshua Dean has died suddenly after accusing his former employer of ignoring safety issues. His death comes 2 months after former Boeing quality control manager John Barnett took his own life. Before his death, 45-year-old Dean was fired from his job as quality auditor for Spirit Aerosystems, who made the door plug which blew out midair on an Alaska Airlines flight in January. Dean spoke with NPR after being fired, saying, "I think they were sending out a message to anybody else. If you are too loud, we will silence you."
Be really, really fast. But it's good. It beats with passion. And I'm very honored to be able to receive this amazing award from the depths of my soul.
Yeah. How did you interpret the theme tonight?
Just as that. I wanted it to be exotic. There's all different types of gardens. Some of them get a little dark, but you gotta have fun, right?
And these are the people, just like yesterday's video, that are put on a pedestal that people bow down to when they see them, or not thanking the devil, saying, receiving this from the devil, and then going from the depths of my soul, right? And then at that, whatever that was, the Met Gala, whatever the hell that is, where they dress weird, look at him. He looks like a demon, right? He could have done it way different, but it's crazy, y'all. These are the people that society looks up to.
Documentary comes out called Quiet on Set, and it speaks on the Nickelodeon All That cast. Oh man, not the exhale.
Well, shout out to Nick Cannon. I won't do his money like that. What I will do is I'll say that the owner of Nickelodeon is Jeffrey Epstein. Look at the characteristics of everything they said, and then look at everything that he did.
I see your head honcho. A lot of black people came out and said we didn't see that stuff, but when you hear the Amanda Bynes story, Drake and Josh, or these young white kids, it sound like they got put through the ringer.
I won't do that. Okay. I feel like it was wrong what happened over at Nickelodeon, but it's like more good weighs out the bad. I never had to work for Nickelodeon. I work for Disney. We don't do those things. It's been a very big conspiracy, right? So Walt Disney tried to kill his son. You know, Saint Joseph tried to kill me. Raven was involved. Everybody was involved. The entire industry.
If someone was a young child, 8 years old now, trying to go work for Walt Disney right now, like literally, I would
literally be like, get your bag. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes to the parent. The parent is the person that has to say, hey, you can go in that quiet room. It has nothing to do. It's these parents, these pageant parents. You know, my daughter's better than you. If you honestly, everyone, if you just look at a dream is a wish, dream is a wish, and you can't stop. Dream is a wish, you make with your heart. You look at that shit and you see Hillary Duff and Raven Simone like this. I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star. If you actually watch a Dream is a Wish video and you see Hillary Duff that wanted her own show, and we already had a show, and Raven's like, bitch, and Hillary's like, and I'm on the downside like, dude, I have like stage moms. It's all the moms. My daughter's gonna stand in front of her. My daughter. I'm listening to this shit, you know?
That's real.
And it's like, you know? So now you gotta look at the pageant mom. The pageant mom has nothing to do but make sure that they make money from nothing.
That's real, y'all. It's the parents, right? You saw with the R. Kelly thing. I never watched it. I just watched clips and saying, you know, some of those parents were okay with their 13, 14-year-old daughter going with them. Now, that's just crazy. But anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. We're rising, y'all. We're rising. We stuck with it. We're starting to reap the benefits. Appreciate you guys. Hope everyone out there has a good week. I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday. This is Segovia. I'm signing out of the Man Cave. Later.